Mark Ingram, the New Orleans Saints. It's been 1 week, but you look at his snap percentage. He only played in 42% of the snaps. Travaris Cadet played in 38% of the snaps. So, I mean, that's almost an even split in New Orleans, which is concerning for Mark Ingram owners. What do you think about Mark Ingram?
Yeah, Mark Ingram is definitely one I'm worried about, and I would have no problem selling if you could still get the RB1 Mark Ingram value for it, because the target share is the snap count and the target share. That Travaris Cadet had 7 targets and Mark Ingram had 2. And Mark Ingram always he didn't have as few as 2 targets at all last season. This is concerning. That was kind of what made him this high upside RB1, was that he was a 3-down back. And he would kind of always be part of the game script in New Orleans. But that is kind of looking like it's not the case now. Travaris Cadet is kind of coming in and playing that Darren Sproles role from years ago.
Yeah, I mean, geez. I mean, you mentioned this off air, but you're talking about how last year CJ Spiller was just so terrible that Mark Ingram kind of absorbed those passing down touches.
Yeah.
This year, it seems like that's not going to be the case, just from the week 1 utilization. It could change, but you look at the game script, and New Orleans was actually ahead a lot of that game. Now, you would think when you're talking about game script flow that the team that's ahead, especially by 2 touchdowns, they were ahead by 2 touchdowns at one point, that they would try to establish a running game, and they didn't do that at all with Mark Ingram. Now, that could just be the New Orleans MO. They kind of are always pedal to the metal, throwing the ball, quick release, Drew Brees. But that should also be concerning if Mark Ingram's not getting any targets in the passing game.
Right.
So keep an eye on that.
I'm with you on that. I think that's kind of going to be the Saints' MO all year, is we're just going to run up the score as much as possible, because their defense is still historically bad. And so they can't ever be like, we're going to slow down, we're going to grind out clock and let our defense maintain our lead, because their defense can't do that. So they have to keep scoring to just keep building a lead. And that hurts Mark Ingram if he's not part of the passing game.
Yeah, well, I mean, there should be another shootout this week with New York, so keep an eye on Mark Ingram, how he's utilized this week in particular. If you're a Mark Ingram owner, right now he's obviously a hold.